Hey everyone, I'm David from the podcast team at I-Fal, your friendly English learning app. Grab your coffee and let's chat about 5 cool news stories from Israel and around the world. I'll keep it simple and relaxed, just like we're sitting in a cafe together. Along the way, I'll explain a few useful English words. Let's go. 1. 2 young directors and their horror hits. A recent article says that 2 young filmmakers made surprising horror movies called Acromas and Obsession. Both films had almost no big stars and a very small budget, but they are shocking audiences everywhere, even here in Israel. In simple English, these are low-budget movies. Low budget, BLTKTSIB NMVKH. They cost little money to make. However, they are a big hit at the box office. Box office, KVPVT. That means they earn a lot of money in cinemas. From an Israeli point of view, I love this story because it shows how creativity matters more than money. It's like when my neighbor's kid builds amazing Lego models with only a few pieces. Nothing fancy, but very cool. If you ever feel you need a lot of equipment to start a project, remember these 2 directors. They did it with almost nothing. 2. A lost princess or a clever story. Next, there's a new book excerpt called I Was Anastasia. It's a historical novel, historical, Heistivri, based on real events from the early 1900s. In 1918, the Romanov family was executed in Siberia. 2 years later, in Germany, people found a young woman in a canal. She claimed to be Anastasia, the daughter who survived. In simple English, an exciting story about a princess who might be alive decades after everyone thought she died. Although historians still debate it, the author imagines her life and feelings. As Israelis, we love a good mystery. Think of all the Tel Aviv cafes where people sit for hours, talking about true crime or old unsolved cases. This novel gives you that detective feeling, but in a palace instead of a coffee shop. 3. The Israeli star who returned to acting. Our third story is an exclusive interview with Tammy Sternhag, the Israeli actress who played the childlike empress in the classic film The Never-Ending Story. She told the reporter she found filming very intense, especially the horse drowning scene, which she still can't watch today. After 40 years, she felt ready to act again. She even talked about working with young actors from the children's show Sushemd Hatzair. In simple English, Tommy returned to her passion after many years. She admitted it was scary to come back, but she loved being on set again. For us in Israel, it's inspiring to see someone shine on the world stage and then return to our tiny country. It reminds me of my cousin who lived abroad but came back to serve in the army and then teach in a local school. Sometimes returning home gives a new spark. 4. AI in your office. Already, a new survey by the Israeli Central Bureau of Statistics found that many businesses in Israel are using artificial intelligence. The most common area is management processes, like strategic planning and recruitment. After that comes marketing, sales, customer service, and innovation. In simple English, AI tools help managers make smart plans and find the right people for jobs. Then companies use AI for ads, talking to customers, and even creating new ideas. I know people in the army who use simple AI apps to schedule guard shifts, and I have students who use ChatGPT to practice writing essays. It's not science fiction anymore, it's part of our daily routine. Next time you send an email, think about how a little AI could help you reply faster. 5. Average salary takes a small dip. Finally, the labor market in Israel had a quick change. After a peak in March, when people earned almost 16,000 shekels on average, the latest data for April shows the average salary dropped by about 1,570 shekels. Now it stands at 14,409 shekels. In simple English, the average salary, HSHKHR, HMMVTS, is the typical amount people earn each month. It went up in March but then fell back in April. About 220,000 jobs returned to the market, so wages settled down. This reminds me of my first paycheck after the army. One month I got a bonus, the next month nothing, so I learned to budget carefully. For many people, this kind of change means they adjust their coffee budget or skip a few pizza nights. It's all about planning and saving where you can. That's all for today's news roundup. I hope you enjoyed these simple summaries and learned some new English words. Remember, if you want more practice, check out the I-Fal app, only 20 shekels per lesson. I really enjoyed helping you learn some English today. Talk to you next time.